As presented in the General, Volume 29, Issue Number 4, what follows are some of the optional rules that you can use to increase the difficulty level in your next game of Avalon Hill's Gettysburg 88. The optional rules can be used to create a somewhat more realistic combat and movement system for the game. Artillery units may only cross streams by railway or road. That means you cannot drag artillery pieces through the water. Artillery units may not move and fire in the same turn. Also, artillery units may not fire from the city hexes of Gettysburg. The cramped spaces within the town did not allow for artillery to be properly set up. Enemy units within 2 hexes inclusive of artillery units may not use the road bonus. This demonstrates the care that units took while within range of enemy artillery fire. Before the movement of friendly units, artillery may fire a pre-attack bombardment under the following conditions. The defender gets a defensive modification for being in the woods or city hexes only. The attacker receives no punitive effect for the combat resolution. A combat resolution of 4 or less causes no effect. Only 5 or more will cause a maximum of 1 hit. Retreat is voluntary for the defending unit if it suffers a hit. Adjacent artillery units may combine fire into a single attack or engage in individual attacks. If all units are attacking across a stream, they receive a -1 combat modifier. All units that enter a board on the same turn from the same hex must do so in column formation. This means that they enter in a single line. For example, the first unit entering a road hex would expend a half movement point, the next a single movement point, the next 1.5 movement points, and so forth. Any number of generals can stack together. Given that the counters represent the general and his staff, they take up so little space that they can all stack in 1 hex if desired. This also means that any number of generals can stack with cavalry or infantry units. 2 cavalry units of the same corps or division may stack in 1 hex. However, infantry and artillery units may not stack together. There can be only 1 in a hex. The same is true of units in column, as they may not stack together. Again, any number of general units may stack with cavalry, artillery, or infantry units, or with other generals. A corps commander may provide a +1 combat modification to the unit or units in which they are stacked. In addition, both Meade and Lee may provide a +1 combat modifier to any single unit or stack within 5 hexes of their location. This reflects the overall positive effect of their presence near their units, but it may only be applied to 1 unit or stack during combat operations. And that is the simplified optional rules for Avalon Hill's Gettysburg 88. Thank you for watching. Check out our other videos on the Seek Out and Play YouTube channel. Plus, you can keep up with the latest news by visiting our Facebook and Twitter pages. And if you want to support the channel, we have a link to our Patreon page below. And I will see you next Wednesday.